Hi everybody, welcome back to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about all things to do with crafting and creating. This video is a little bit different because I wanted to talk about one of my other passions. My other passion is gardening. I absolutely love being in the garden. I love everything from the first smell of mud in the spring to the final smell of the fall where the flowers are all past prime and it's harvest time. So I've taken my love of gardening and I've kind of turned it into a little bit of a side hustle, to quote a phrase. And I wanted to share that with you because you can take what you're passionate about and maybe learn, or maybe earn a little extra money for yourself. So here's what I did. I was thinking, I spend so much time in the garden and so much time with my flowers and harvesting my seeds. Why not share that with others? And that was really my first thought was, my flowers are coming out so beautiful. I would love to share them with others. I went out, I harvested my seeds. What does that mean? So we'll start with the super easy ones, marigolds. Everybody knows marigolds. Well, so what I want you to do is take another look at marigolds. Here's one. It died on the plant. Most people throw the plants out, okay? And then next year you spend the money to buy the little plants or buy the seeds and plant them. But you're literally throwing out money right here. So if you just pinch this, I'm gonna make a mess, but that's fine. All of these are seeds. Let me set this down. So look at every flower has hundreds or maybe 100 seeds in it. Every single one of these little seeds is another plant, or you can get another 100 flowers, which every one of those gives you 100 seeds. You see what I'm saying? So that's where I started thinking was I'm saving myself money by harvesting these plants. And then I thought, well, I want to share my beautiful plants with others. And so I went on to Facebook Marketplace and I started selling my seeds. What I did was I did a pinch of seeds for $1. That's it, a pinch of seeds for $1. And the reason I felt okay charging $1 for them is because I knew these were beautiful flowers. I knew that they grew into huge shrubs, not just regular potted little marigolds. I knew I had cultivated them for 7 years at this point, and I knew that they were beautiful flowers. So not only could I offer beautiful, healthy plants to someone, I could also offer them how to plant them, how to take care of them, how I plant them. And then I also taught them how to harvest them in the spring for themselves. So that $1, that $1 that they were paying me for that packet of seeds was actually set them up for saving them money for the rest of their gardening life. So I felt good about that. So I actually sold a lot of those seeds on Marketplace. I would say upwards of $100 worth. So much so that I had to actually save a flower or two for myself, so I knew I had enough. I had to mark them, out of stock. So then I was thinking, why not do this for my other annuals? Why not take this marigold concept and turn it into saving myself money, sharing flowers with others, and even making a little money on the side? So I did petunias, I did Nicotiana, I did, I'm looking up to see the time of it so I can put pictures of them for you. So I did it with petunia, Nicotiana, I did it with Gerber daisies, I did it with regular daisies, I did it with Johnny Jump Ups, pretty much any annual flower that you could grow from seed or that you find a seed packet for in the stores, I was harvesting the seeds. And what you realize is every one of those flowers that you see is 100 seeds inside, or, you know, some are not that many, but some are that many, some are not that many. Snapdragons, portulaca, you name it, and zinnia, they're all annual flowers that you pay every year to buy the seeds for. So I decided every year I'm going to harvest my own seeds. So deciding to sell them on Facebook Marketplace, I actually spent a little bit of money on those paper envelopes. I got a rubber stamp at a Goodwill store and a purple ink pad. The rubber stamp was a flower, the purple ink pad, boom, and we're in. So I put them up, each one for $1. And then as the holidays got closer, as we got closer to Mother's Day or Memorial Day or whatever, I had sales and I would do 2 for $1 or something like that. So I ended up, all said and done, with about $500 in my pocket from doing something that I was going to do anyway. And I also felt good because I was sharing my gardening knowledge and my beautiful flowers that have been tried and true with others. So I also gave them my contact information so that when they planted them, if they had questions, they could reach out to me. I only had one person say that their seeds didn't take, and I actually sent them a new packet of seeds, and they took after that. So it was a good feeling, and it was also a little bit of cash in my pocket. So fast forward a year, I was still doing the same thing. I was still harvesting my seeds from this. And then I said to myself, well, I have an entire row of rugosa roses naturally growing on my property. And each year they start to take over the yard. And I feel so bad cutting them down. I don't want to cut them down. So what I've been doing is moving them to other places on my property. Everything from this big to 3 and 4 feet tall. So out in the rural part of the state, they had a farm swap. So I was like, ooh, this is fun. So I went to the first farm swap because I was out there camping that weekend. And they had so many fun things. They had, you know, not just animals and stuff like that. They had crafts and they had, you know, plants. And of course, my brain went, why don't I sell my rugosa roses? And so on the Facebook, everybody was on the Facebook page. Everybody was writing what they were bringing to the swap, the next date for it. So I said, I would like to bring some rugosa roses. And I took pictures of the rugosa all at full bloom. They were absolutely beautiful. I took pictures of all the ones I transplanted and took pictures of various stages, you know, the greens and this and that. And I got great feedback. So I was digging up the plants. Now, this had nothing to do with my hedge. These were the ones that I was going to have to take out anyway. So I was digging up everything from this big to bigger than me, and I adjusted the prices accordingly. So the yearlings, about this big, I said, you know, one stem with the roots, obviously, $10. And then, you know, $20 for 2 feet, and it went up from there. And I did actually have them as big as $60 for a plant. And I brought them to the farm swap, and within an hour, I was sold out. I closed down the shop, and there you go. And I had about $500 in my pocket that day. And all that cost me was getting a little dirt under my nails, and full disclosure, quite a few pokes and pricks from the thorns of the roses. But honestly, I took something I absolutely love, something I'm very passionate about, and I turned it into about $1,000. So keep in mind, some of the stuff you love, a lot of people would love to know more about it or would love to share it with you. You just gotta know how to tap into it and where to find them, and you can turn it into a side hustle. It's great. I love it, and I'm going to do it again this year. So stay tuned for more of Fortunate Creations in the garden coming up in the spring. Have a great day.